Hey everyone. So I was just closing out my day. I had a busy day. I was trying to make time to come on here, but I was just, closing out my day and said, my lips are a little too pink. Hold on a second. Let me fix that. What? I can do whatever I want. I can do it right now. Hold on. My lips are still too pink. That's better. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a little story before I lay my head down to go to sleep and rest. So I couldn't stop laughing because I had gotten into a beautiful conversation with a wonderful abuela in Puerto Rico, who's in with Taino, and that's a family tribe that I was adopted into. Got my name, Niana. So now let me back up a little bit. I am a California girl, born and raised California girl. Okay. Now, I've told everybody a story how I ended up in Sundance and all the things I've done and how don't do dirt, bugs, all that stuff, God. But I was committed and I completed my 4 years of that. So then I went on to the next adventure in life, Puerto Rico. Mm. Love it, 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 love it. Now, here's the thing when all this stuff happened for 2 years, that was messing up my time to get in there, to go back to Puerto Rico, to have my bread and have my mofongo, have my lechon. It was messing up all that. Somebody had to go. So when I first had it, before all this stuff started, okay, when I first went down there, what, when was this? 2000, I want to say 2017, 2016. I think 2016 when I was brought into that in 2017, 2018, 2019. So I just remember I was in the heart of being in my yoga, hot yoga. I was exploring and being into as much as I could do body wise to be in vegan and vegetarian, eat well, had my body weight down. I wasn't stressed. My body wasn't stressed out like these last 2 years have done to me. Anyway, I digress. Anyway, no, that's true. It's true. Anyway, I I just remember, and we got into it because I've been working with a young lady in Florida and doing some work with her, and I just I kept saying there's something about her. I don't know what it is. And we I met her like a year ago, did some work, and she actually came back to me and she says, I want to work with you again. And I'm like, yes, okay, no problem. And then today we started having a conversation. And then she talked about the bread. Now, if you are from Puerto Rico or live in Puerto Rico, born in Puerto Rico, or you were adopted in Puerto Rico, you know about the bread. You know about the bread. You know how good that bread is. So let me tell you how I got de-veganized because of the bread. Now you're probably thinking it's just a bread. It's just a bread. No, 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 no. It's what is done to the inside of the bread that makes the bread all good and just brings you into all kind of convolutions into the brain of what you're eating. It's that good. So this lovely abuela, I get up in the morning. My spirit father, Papi, is drinking his coffee. So Papa's drinking coffee, and I'm still trying to keep mosquitoes off me. They're loving me. And I sit at the table, and it's like, I'm just getting over the flight, and I'm settling in. It's already rained, and it smells good because the rain came through, and I'm feeling good. And she goes, "We're going to have breakfast." And then Papa leaves. I'm like, "Where's he going?" I go, "What is that smell?" Oh, that's the bread cooking down the street. I said, "Papa went to go get it." I go, "What? What's up?" Okay. I'll have some bread and butter and stuff. That's what my California mind was thinking. Nah, no. Just thinking about the bread right now, I'm about ready to get on a freaking plane to go fly over there right now. So, anyway, let me tell you the story. So, he comes back with this bread, and I'm like, dang, that must be like some kind of holy bread. It must be that good. So, the grandma gets into the kitchen. I hear cracking of eggs, frying up. I hear the ham. Hear the cheese. I feel the bread, the wrapping coming off the bread. I see the bread being opened, and I see all of this magic going on. I go, what's she doing? What's she making? I'm like, just give me the brother. I can handle it from there. And then she does this. Here's your breakfast. So right about now is where my mind, I start having like this argument. You're in yoga and being good to your body. You're doing vegan and da 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 da. And I was like, yeah, she made the food. I can't turn it down. Come on now, that ain't happening. And I look and I see the bread. I see the cheese. I see the ham and that egg. She put it just right. You know what I'm talking about. Right there. You can have it with the egg or not, but she did. She made it special. She made it so special. She knew when she gave it to me, I would be on a plane headed back to California having withdrawals. Okay. So anyway, I get it. And I'm like, wow, this looks really good. And I'm like, okay, well, let me try it. And I took that bite. I had a come into Jesus moment. I took the next bite. I said, oh my God. I took the third bite. I think I was getting ready to pass out because it was so flipping good. And I was just like, this, I'm so de-veganized now. Just, that bread was so good. The way she made that breakfast sandwich, she made it with so much love. It was so good. I just remember saying to myself, oh, hell no, I don't want to leave now. Are you kidding? This is so good. I remember Papa looking at me saying, bread is good, huh? I go, you know. And he sips on his coffee. And I'm just like, I feel like I had like some kind of out of body experience take place because of bread. Now, come on. You know, about that bread. You know that bread is good. That bread has to be at a certain temperature. There's a certain amount of temperature coming down. The climate and everything has to be right to make that bread. They have been known to throw the bread out if it's not right. Oh my God. I had a sandwich that day, the next morning. Then I went into town after we did our gatherings and was moving into all the wonderful things after ceremony, being brought into, oh, now I can really eat. The lechon and the mofongo, the mofongo. And this is why I tell you this story, because you know that food hits the soul and you know that food is good in the heart. You know when the moms get in that kitchen and you be making it, oh man. When you can't turn down anything that Rella makes, you know you better not. You better eat it. So I just remember getting on the plane after everything was said and done. I came and ceremony was great, and I just food was beautiful, the people were beautiful, the island is beautiful, everything, the air is good, everything was just perfect. No wonder why when you get on a plane and you're leaving, you start to cry because you feel the people's heart. And everybody, don't matter who you are, where you come from, what you look like, what your color is, don't matter what your size is, nothing. Because we all connect here in the heart. We're all connected. You can see it in the smile of people in the streets. You can see it when they're making their dish and stuff on the side of the road, and you pull up and you say, "Yeah, could I have some of that? Thanks. Oh man, what is this? This is so good." Trying out all these different things. Having a fresh donut made by a papa in the morning when he's getting up and he takes his everything down and he's making fresh donuts, and you watching it come up and gives it to you, puts on the paper thing, gives it to you. You just bite into it. It's like, I'm never leaving here again. But that bread, as soon as she brought up about that bread, I said, oh, hell, you in. You know about the bread. It's over now. Done deal. Qualifications, you know about the bread. So I get on the plane. And I remember saying to myself, I even brought some mofongo back with me. And I tell you why. Because I know for a fact that I wasn't going to find a place out here in California, nowhere around these areas, Sacramento, if somebody knows how to make that mofongo that way. I know I wasn't going to find that bread out here made that way. Nobody's going to find, who's going to make that bread? And that's why when I was on the plane, I literally was having, as soon as the plane started lifting up, detaching its auric field away from the island, and you're feeling that separation, you're like, panic sets in, but I gotta get back. When am I gonna get back? You know, I was just like, oh my God. And then your body starts going through withdrawals. And your body starts talking to you, saying, you know, you ain't gonna find that out there. You know, you're not gonna find even if you get the recipe, you know, you're not gonna be able to, you know, your head just so that's why I say that bread is sacred. That is some good bread. I don't know what they do to it. I know it's packed with a lot of love. I know it has a lot of goodness to it. But that bread, yeah, you know you're home when you have that bread. And don't forget about the coffee. Ain't that right? What do, what do? Yes, please. So I had to hop on here, share the story about how the bread conversation came up today, and it just brought me all the way back to when I first had the bread and how the breakfast sandwich was made for me and how I got de-veganized and now this is not in any way, shape, or form to make any fun out of vegan. It works for some people and some people it doesn't. We're all different body types. But I just remembered how good it was. And I have yet to find anything like that over here, how it's cooked. And all of you know, if you're from the island, been born on an island, you go there, you've been adopted by a soul family on the island, you know what I'm talking about. So, real soon, I'm looking forward to some good bread and some good mofongo. Real soon. I'm looking forward to seeing smiling faces. Looking forward to reconnecting in the heart with the people in the island. Looking forward to that because these last 2 years has not been very nice. I'm just saying, yeah, because we know, right? You know, right? No, you know the truth, right? Right. Good. Anyway, had to share that about the bread. You know what I'm talking about. You know how good it is. Be good to yourselves. Be that love. Thanks for joining me here on Be So Light. Sleep good tonight. And that is a wrap. Bye bye.